is in a position that everyone in Florida politics and the Republican Party says he's the strongest governor. And when I say strongest, I don't mean best. I mean exerting his political will over his party with greater strength and force than any Republican governor in the history of the state, probably than any Democratic governor in the history of the state. Jeb Bush was a pretty strong governor here in terms of having party loyalty. DeSantis is a totally different beast. He's way, way more powerful. So it's not a question of whether he has the backing of the party. It's that he is telling the state party what to do, and they are doing it. In this case, you know, the two things that happened in the special state legislative session, one was the redistricting situation. That was a situation where the House and the Senate had proposed a new district map to try to get approval from the governor. So it was already a map that was favorable to Republicans and was supposed to curry favor with DeSantis. DeSantis looked at the map and said, nope, I don't want that map. Here's my map, and put a map in front of them that was even more favorable towards him and towards Republicans and diluted black voting power even more. And they said, okay, whatever you say, Governor DeSantis. And in this case with Disney, a lot of people thought that they were winning on the issue as a culture war issue, that beating up Disney over what the opponents of the bill call the Don't Say Gay bill, that was a winning culture war issue for the Republican base, but symbolic only. Don't take the next step. Don't actually go after Disney on an economic basis. Don't hit their bottom line. DeSantis was thought to be leaning in that direction, and then out of nowhere, shocking everyone, Democrats, Republicans, and reporters, he just decided on Tuesday, nope, we're going to punish Disney for no other reason than they opposed the bill. After it was passed, it wasn't they didn't fight the passage of the bill. They said critical things about it after it had become law. So, you know, and what happened? 48 hours later, Disney has lost a special tax status that they had since they came to Orlando in 1967. That just went away like that because Ron DeSantis wanted it.
Yeah.
It's an extraordinary. He's got the whip hand in the politics here. Whether it's going to work for him in the long term, I know, Joe, you think it's not. But at this moment, he's just on an incredible roll and winning left, right, and center. And his approval rating keeps going up.
Yeah. I got to say it's so stupid, and it's so stupid because Disney created New Florida. Modern Florida. This is an awful lot like the Texas governor deciding to own the libs in a way that cost taxpayers in Texas and the economy $4 billion. The taxes that are going to be like piled on millions of Floridians because of this. Absolutely insane. And going after Disney, the Magic Kingdom still, I'm thinking probably among Floridians, probably among Americans, a much higher approval rating than the Tallahassee Republicans have. David Ignatius, though, I want to, David Remnick, I want to underline here. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
This was funny.
But the Florida GOP agenda, ban math books. They are banning math books and lying about critical race theory being in math books. And they're lying about it. They declare a war on Walt Disney. They raise state taxes on Floridians by attacking the Magic Kingdom. And they want to raise federal taxes on millions and millions of working class voters and middle class voters because Rick Scott is angry. He thinks taxes fall disproportionately on his richest donors. These guys are crazy. These guys are out of their mind. These guys have lost the plot. And this extremism will fall back.